along. I'm your host, Mohammed Magdi. I'm sitting with my beautiful best friend.
That's right.
Sam Marks.
I will take it today, but other people call me Vivek Mahbubani.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah.
Vivek, sorry. Vivek, how do people find you online?
Simply go online, type in the words funny, and then Vivek, and that is moi. Yourself?
Nice. I am at the other Muhammad, so
Uh-huh.
there's a Muhammad and there is another Muhammad.
Yeah.
So I'm at the other
You're the other
Muhammad.
one. All right.
And a very special announcement, we're actually live on ShopStream, so we'd like to welcome everybody who is tuning in from ShopStream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and also you can submit questions and we'll pick them up during the show.
What's interesting, we even have a live audience today.
And we do have a live audience
Yeah.
behind the camera that you can't see.
And they're super silent. Hey,
Oh, there you go. They're not silent anymore. Very excited. Actually, we did a live episode a few months ago with Hong Kong Stories guys, Andy
Yeah.
and me. And that was pretty wild as well because they forced us to wear the mask. It was the Fringe Club.
Yeah.
So they forced us to wear the mask and I was like trying to talk like this, but they have no idea.
They couldn't keep track who's saying what. Like,
No.
the mouths are not
Yeah,
moving.
yeah.
I don't know what that voice is.
Andy and me sound very similar as well. You know.
Absolutely.
We're sitting with our guest here. Stuart, you're one of my good friends here in the city, but also I would let you introduce yourself because you wear many hats.
I do.
Yeah. You're not wearing one right now. And
No.
You should have.
No,
honestly.
I have a collection of hats, actually. When it gets a little bit cooler outside, you'll start to see the hats.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So blaming the weather, I like it.
It's too hot.
I would
here.
blame
Even
aging
the best,
too.
but I thought it
It's
would
true.
look good today because we're on a
All
screen.
right, so go ahead.
So I am on Instagram at Psychic Entertainer, and that's probably the best term to get into what I do. I do shows for events. I'm starting to again do shows for events.
You forgot that you can actually
think
do
we
live
all-
shows.
Yeah, exactly.
We all are just starting to get back into that.
Yeah. Where I read the minds of the audience, a lot of corporate shows and destination.
Oh, we
events
happen to have
was
audience today.
in the past, and I also do hypnosis, hypnotherapy.
He totally ignored that. He does not
Yeah.
want to do it.
And I do readings, which I'm going to talk about in a little while. And
Nice.
There's other things as well.
What I'm curious is, like, right now, not to tell you to have to do any extra work, but
Yeah.
like just try to tap into their minds. And can anything that they're thinking right now be allowed to be aired? Is anything like, PG-13? Uh-oh.
Well, two of them are on their phones.
He's
so
actually working.
they're posting us. Yeah, they're filming us.
he's gushing information right now.
Is he?
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Man, I'm kind
Okay.
of worried now. It's
I'm
like-
curious now what
Sure,
he's thinking.
I see him. He's like, looks innocent, and Stuart's kind of like, yo, there's some information I know.
You see him? He looks innocent, dude. You need glasses. He looks guilty as hell.
Let's start with he's a white guy.
Oh boy.
Oh, the history.
All right. This is also not a comedy show, so we don't have to roast the audience.
yeah.
Okay.
It's never not a comedy show with you.
Yeah. So also, I think anybody who's watching this in the live stream can, submit some questions,
Yeah.
leave some comments. We're live. This is actually really happening, people.
Yeah.
Like, you're not actually looking at a screen and go like, where are the inside the
You know,
computer?
sometimes when someone heckles at a show and
Yeah.
your user response is like, I'm not YouTube, I'm not buffering. This
Yeah.
time we are buffering.
Yeah.
So you can actually submit questions. We'll pick them up in a bit.
Exactly. Submit those and we'll play around with that. Stuart over here. Now, the fun thing is that as comedians, right?
Yeah.
Where our job is to entertain the audience, to make them laugh.
Yeah.
Now, with you, Stuart, though, like a lot of times the audience are not necessarily laughing, but they're kind of going, whoa.
Yeah.
I have never had any punchline end up with the whoa. So I really envy that you can do that.
I know that I did my job right when everyone's really quiet.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. I know some comedians who think the same way.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about comedy.
So let me ask you this: during the lockdowns and COVID time and all of that, we were somehow able to transform our platform online. But does that work for you?
Yep, I do virtual shows on Zoom.
But is that magic show or
Occasionally
actually,
WebEx, but I prefer not to.
The resolution.
Wait, do you have
is-
OnlyFans?
No, I've not done that. My clothes
I
stay
think
on.
you should. Oh, I got my first laugh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Are you keeping like a tally in your mind? You have like one laugh. Oh, two
Yeah.
laughs.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I've
It's
done my
called-
Too long. It's been too long.
It's called insecurity.
Yeah,
Stuart.
it is.
We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a lot
I'm
of that.
familiar. I just went a different direction.
So okay, how do you read someone's mind online?
Well, you can see them. That's
Okay.
important. So it is participatory. And what happens is it'll be like a company event or something, and I'll have I don't know, however many people they have in from where multiple countries and stuff
So
like
it's
that.
like Zoom, just
all
Windows.
live on the Zoom, and I
Yeah.
just have a grid in front of me.
Does
And
it, does it matter if they have the virtual background? Does that distract you if they're like at the beach or in San Francisco?
I insist they turn it off.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Oh, really?
No, not really.
I was worried. I'm like, I don't know. Like, will this get
Yeah,
him? I
this
was
will
like,
ruin the illusion.
Yeah.
So basically, I do things that I know are going to get a response from everybody.
Right.
And I watch the grid.
Yeah.
And I'll get a feeling for like that guy's going to be good or that lady's going to be good for this. And then I'll hone in and say, can we put
Huh.
the spotlight on so and so? And I'll work one-on-one with them. It becomes like a small thing, you know,
Yeah.
one-on-one
Right.
experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
And
Do I
how-
like to do it?
Yeah.
I've had a few good ones, but live is
Of course.
so much exponentially better every
Yeah.
time.
It's
that
same
it's
for
like,
comedy, same for musicians. Like we had Chris B earlier today on
Yeah.
the podcast, and she was saying exactly the same. It's like nothing replicates the live energy of the audience.
It's been a good creative tool
Yeah.
to like push
It's
me to
another
go like
muscle
I've got to
to-
come up with
Yeah.
stuff that can happen that way. Okay. But very happy to be able to take my mask off right now.
So let's roll back a bit. Like how do you get into whatever you do?
Yeah. Did you want
Mentalism,
I want to say,
psychic
I wanna say
entertainment.
like psychotherapy, but that's not.
The
thing,
easiest
right?
answer is brain surgery, so it's not easy for anybody to just jump into.
Wait, do you do the brain surgery or do you have the brain
I
surgery?
had the brain surgery.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought you just pick up a person like, all right, you're my first person.
Right.
And let's see how you do.
Open them up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Get out the drill.
What was the prerequisite of having the brain surgery? What happened that required you to decide to do that?
An abnormal brain.
Wow, look at
Wow,
this guy.
okay.
How humility.
Yeah, I know.
Look at him, right? He's kind of like, oh, I'm an abnormal brain.
Yeah.
By abs, I mean the 6 that I have over here. Yeah, okay.
His brain
So-
looks like 6 packs.
That's what the doctor's like, you have a 6-pack for a brain and a brain for a 6-pack. What the hell's going on? This is not right.
So how old were you when you found out something was going on?
This actually was in 2006.
Okay.
So I was doing some of this before then. It's not. It's
Okay,
it's just a good origin story.
Yeah, it is a good origin story.
I have a malformations in my brain. It's a hereditary trait, and they could call them tumors if they want to, but then that gets everybody scared of cancer.
Yeah.
And basically, one of them hemorrhaged and was causing massive seizures when I was sleeping, so they had to take it out.
Right.
And before me, they didn't know it was hereditary.
Huh. Wow, okay.
So now my
So just ran in the family and no one picked up on it.
well, they didn't have the scans
Yeah.
for it. It wasn't, you know,
It's not like everyone who having seizures, he's breakdancing. What's going on over
Yeah.
here? It's in the family.
like
Yeah.
in the past, they probably would have just said, "Oh, epilepsy." They don't really know what
Right,
yeah,
that is.
yeah.
They just kind of, I don't know. But we have better brain scans now, and actually they can genetically test for it too.
Okay.
Because last year my daughter had the same brain surgery.
Wow. And how
wow.
old
Yeah.
was she?
She's 3 now. She was 2.
Oh.
Wow.
So she won't remember. It's actually good to get
Yeah,
this
yeah.
over
just
with
get it
now.
out of the way. Yeah.
But
so
do you notice that she's able to read your mind now? Is she able to do that?
It's really annoying.
yeah. She's like, he wants to sleep.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's past the crying phase. She's now gone straight from crying into deviously manipulative. So
Oh.
she's you know
A magician.
hers,
Oh, wow, she
hers
really
was
is
in
your
the
daughter.
hers was in the frontal cortex, in the part of your brain that controls inhibitions. So
Yeah.
I kind of feel like those are gone.
I can hear everybody who's watching the live stream right now Googling that.
Yeah,
frontal
yeah.
cortex.
Dude, I want to Google everything he's saying. I have no idea what he's talking about. The only word I understood is brain.
You know what you need to understand what he's saying?
What?
Brain surgery.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I know that word too. But everything else he said, I'm like,
Yeah,
I have no
exactly.
idea. You might as well be speaking
Okay,
Hindi right now.
so you got the surgery done, and then after it was done, did the doctor walk over and you're like, I know what you're thinking. Did that happen?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, but you also said you obviously had started that before the surgery.
Yeah,
So,
so
what got you into it?
the real story there is I was always interested in mentalism things, mind reading things,
Yeah.
psychic things, tarot cards, making clouds disappear by your intention, all kinds of stuff like that from like maybe 10 years old on. I had a crazy hippie aunt who would give me books.
There you go. So
And,
there's always like something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone
gets you-
ignites it, right?
Yeah.
Then after school, I studied fine art, and after school, I moved to New York. All plans that were in line were changed when September 11th happened because it was that year. And
Were you
then-
in New York?
Yeah.
Wow.
I watched it with my eyes.
Wait, really?
From my
you watch
roof.
it live
Yeah, I did.
from your roof. Mm-hmm. Damn.
Wow.
Because my phone didn't work and the TV didn't work, and I was like, "Oh no, we are under attack."
Something's going on.
How old were
what
you?
throws out the phone and the TV?
How old were you?
21.
Okay, so you remember you're an adult.
yeah,
like
you-
you remember
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, so
Wow,
I
okay.
literally in my bathrobe walked up to the roof of my building in Brooklyn
Yeah.
and looked out and went, "There's only one tower." Okay, that
You're like-
explains the TV
Sounds
not
like I
working.
need eye surgery now because
And then a few seconds later, the second tower was like, and I went, "Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be an interesting day."
Yeah. Okay.
So then I became a bartender,
Okay.
and
Okay.
So after
wait, hold
that,
on.
obviously he's like,
Yeah.
I need to get drunk. I need to forget what I just watched.
exactly.
And everybody needs to
And
get
help
drunk, 'cause, like,
others.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on.
And as a bartender, I would perform things for people.
Yeah.
Eventually,
That's
there's-
interesting because you don't drink.
Not now.
Oh, so you were drinking back
Oh.
then.
There's some people who don't drink from the beginning.
Yeah.
There's other people who don't drink because they've had enough.
Right.
Okay. You hit your quota, right?
I hit my
okay.
quota.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
for at
drink-
least a while. I don't know.
We
Yeah.
should get into that in a while. Just like that, I'm always interested in people's like one incident when they're like, "All right, I'm done,"
Yeah.
because it's
There really
wait,
wasn't.
what
there
was it,
wasn't
like-
one incident.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. There was a few times like I'm
All right,
done.
yeah. Screw this episode. Let's just get into drunk stories.
It really was. This is more recent. It
Well,
was-
anybody who's watching the live stream, if you do have a reason that you've stopped drinking, do let us know.
Oh, yeah.
Put a comment and or even guess. I tell you what, everybody in the comments guess.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
it
he
is.
will tell us if they're telling the truth or not.
Yeah.
If
He's
you
the
would
one who
like
knows.
the help of hypnotherapy to get there, that's available as well.
Oh yeah, you can actually get people to quit drinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Can you bring back the dead?
Or drink more if we
I
want to
think-
go the other direction.
Our audience is super interested.
That's another one of the perks of my work is that I do get people in the audience, men and women, going,
Yeah.
"Do me," and that's always nice.
That's literally the only reason he
Let
does
us
this
take
job.
that completely out of context.
Yeah.
and
It's
keep
gonna be
that-
the sound bite for this episode.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
Yeah,
done.
yeah. Next episode, hashtag did her.
Done.
Done.
Yeah, exactly. Done.
I thought this was supposed to be a clean episode. That obviously went straight out of the window.
Did her and
Yeah.
do me a clean word.
Oh yeah.
Sure,
Okay,
and
yeah.
we're
Yeah,
just
anyway,
talking about transformation.
Right. All right, Tony
And
Robbins.
for you,
relax.
that means you're taking one thing and making it into another.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the mansplaining.
Yeah,
That's very
exactly.
nice.
3 men confused, like who's gonna help us?
Also, the look is very interesting as well because I've performed with you many times, and you've always had.
I like to dress up.
Yeah. Where did that start? Like, did you see someone that you're like, I like this kind of look? And
No, when I was a kid, I was like in a costume every day.
is that because
It
of your
just
weird
never
hippie auntie?
changed. It may be the brain malformation. I don't know.
Like your brain was like, this seems normal. Everyone's like, do you know that
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
was-
yeah. And everyone's like, it's not.
That's
Just,
a T-Rex
just wear a
outfit.
t-shirt, you
Yeah,
I mean,
weirdo.
we could
exactly,
look at middle child syndrome. There's a lot of ways
I
to
am
look
too,
at that. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wow.
But I like to put on a show, but I was also shy. So,
So you wanted that tension.
I'm an extrovert introvert. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, I
if
know
you,
exactly
If
what
you
you
do
mean.
the Myers-Briggs with like, I answer the questions as a performer,
Yeah.
I'm an extrovert. But
Yeah.
as an individual, I'm an introvert.
But also
So-
when you get ignored, you get pissed off.
yeah, totally.
Right? Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
pretty much exactly the same like you. Like I want to be invited to parties, but
Yeah.
if too many people give me attention, I'm like
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
if I'm sitting there in the corner by myself, I'm like, why is no one talking?
I want to be hired to work at the parties.
yeah,
Ah.
yeah. Same actually now.
Yeah.
Like if I'm go to like a comedy show and I'm not performing, I'm just angry.
Yeah.
I'm just standing there.
Why
I'm
am I
everyone-
here?
Why am I here? Everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Like I should totally be on stage right now.
That's true, actually. Yeah, sometimes you'll be over there going like, I want to do a set again. Because like,
Yeah. Literally,
have the
I
urge.
get off the stage. I'm like, can I go back up and do
Yeah.
exactly the same set?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't want you on stage right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like my
Because
sex.
I can't watch people as a comedian. It
Yeah.
just it hurts me.
Oh my goodness. man. That's why watching Stuart is okay because like we're like I have no idea.
Oh,
what
yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing.
yeah, exactly.
And I can't do what he's doing. So this is
And as he
definitely-
said, the audience is silent. So
Yeah, exactly. I'll let him handle that part.
I've been
yeah.
slowly teaching Hong Kong how to applaud.
that's
Ah.
true. Yeah, that's
That.
right. Yeah, the last show we did together at the Riff, rest in peace.
It was
most of-
great.
Yeah, it was awesome, and you killed it. A lot of it was just applause, but it was also like this. And then
Yeah.
applause, right? And I guess you're used to this by now. Because if I get the same reaction as a comedian, I'm like, I know I stepped over. Like,
Yeah.
Crazy line. Damn. I messed something up, right?
Yeah. So then, okay. So coming back to this whole thing is that, have you ever found that you're trying to reinvent yourself? Because I mean, you've been doing this for quite a while, and also what I find is every time I watch you, there's kind of a nuance to it where every time I'm like, oh, this guy's taking his time, he's calm, and that's something I can't seem to do. When I'm on stage, I'm just like, there's silence. I gotta be funny. I better say something, right? So real quick, like, have you just constantly trying to reinvent yourself, or it's just a natural progression? All right. We'll give you a bit of time to think about it.
Yeah. We got a question.
Natural progression.
Yes.
All right.
What exactly does Stuart do?
All right. The question is, what exactly does Stuart do?
Okay.
All right, Stuart. What the hell do you do?
It depends on where I am.
Ooh, when you're on top or on bottom, or what's going on?
That too.
I mean, on top of your game, or at the bottom of the. All right.
So, in my office, people will come to me for hypnosis to get over a fear, to change a habit, stuff like that.
Okay.
They also will come to me for a reading, which I brought this. I'm going to show you this. In a minute. We're going to do a reading for one of you.
Yeah.
And
don't look at me.
And on stage, I do what's known as mentalism or psychic entertainment, which is anything to do with the mind that's entertaining on stage.
Oh.
And then as a hobby,
You do stand up as well.
I do stand up with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this
All
is
right.
fascinating.
Next question.
Can you help people quit smoking? Maybe for both of you.
Can you help
Yes.
people quit smoking?
Yes, I do that in one session.
What?
Wow. Okay.
What?
How? Okay. What is the success rate? Honestly.
I've had one person not quit.
So you had one
And the
relapse.
reason was his issue was not cigarettes, it was cocaine.
Oh.
Okay.
Different game. I mean, come on. I
Yeah,
mean,
different industry.
That's apples and oranges.
I was
kind of
hoping like he did not quit, but he did die.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's still failure.
Yeah,
Not exactly.
yeah, exactly. He quit life. Because I had to quit something. I'll take life. Hey, successful.
Yes,
He wasn't clear. He was like, I want to
I
quit. You're
think
like,
also there is a legal meeting right now about which jail we're going
Just
to.
to bring
After
the
this, I can see
the focus
all
back.
the crew in the back freaking out.
No clients have died. Just so you all know. That was the joke.
there's a reason why you find him
boy.
at the other Muhammad. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm not the Muhammad. I'm the other one.
I'm not the other Muhammad either.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So coming back to this thing. So you help people.
This is off the rails, by the way. I don't think it was ever on the rails, to be honest with you.
Nah, I highly doubt it. Yeah. When you put three personalities like this in a room with mics.
and also your like kindergarten shirt.
Yeah.
that you're wearing.
I purposely went with this. I was like, let me dress up a bit. Now I'm like, this looks like a nerd.
Yeah.
Like, all
You
I
do
need is
look
like
a
the
nerd.
black frames and I'm ready to go, man. I just realized when I put it on, I'm like, oh, bad
Also,
choice.
I look like a hobo next to you two.
Yeah.
Like I'm wearing.
But
the
you're
t-shirt that is
branded.
appropriate for the freaking brand, and you two are wearing like one is going to a funeral for some reason.
Well, his client did. I mean, he did kind of choose to quit. So it's understandable. I would anyway. All right. So why comedy as well? Did you feel like you just wanted to do more stuff on stage? Because I'm always curious about people who.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, you just wanted to add.
Well,
more.
I respect it, and part of it is
Oh, that's good because comedians totally don't respect magicians.
Yeah, I was
so.
just gonna say. I was like,
they
I can
don't.
see my act.
a lot of what I do
Yeah.
can be just me on stage.
Right.
But I need people to focus on things, write things down. Sometimes I will have a book or just things that I use.
Yeah.
I like that comedy, you can get on stage with nothing and just sit there and talk to people. And that's,
Yeah.
Right.
it's
Okay.
very
It's
pure
just
in
you.
that sense. And
Yeah,
I
if
love
you're
that
naked
about
on
it.
stage and this is who you are, this is my
And
emotions
actually,
everything.
on the show on the 8th, half of the show I am doing just me on stage.
Not you naked,
Mentalism.
right? Because
I'm going to
Please.
slowly get there.
Okay, yeah, actually, great segue. So, Stuart, tell us about your show on the 8th with Backstage Comedy.
So, show on the 8th is World of Wonders, which is named after a very famous Canadian book. And that the author's name just flew out of my head. Raymond, I think. Anyway, look it up. It's a fabulous book that I discovered in a box that somebody left to me, or that actually I picked up at someone's house. This trilogy of books that I'd never heard of before that apparently all Canadians read in school.
Oh, nice.
But it's a story about a magician and wonder worker, and part of that story is the part of the show where there's a floating head on stage that answers questions and tells you the darkest secrets of the people in the audience.
So like Teletubbies.
Exactly.
Fun, yeah.
Except
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
baby. So part of my show is that I'm blindfolded on stage and I answer questions and talk about the lives of
Right.
people
I
in
have
the
seen
audience.
you do that
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
and it's quite mind-bending, to be honest.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Question from ShopStream.
Question to the hosts. Do you think you will have another live show at ShopStream?
Oh, so you can just say you submitted this question, right?
We're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah. We're in the process of negotiation, and I think I will let my lawyers handle the rest of it. Next question. No, we would love to. This is so much fun, and you guys are very gracious to us. So yes, I can say at least we'll do one more.
So back to the show.
Yes.
It'll be 3 performers. The first one is this very high energy French guy named Ferdinand, who is going to do a routine that is designed around the stock market. And
Okay.
it's very
Wow.
funny. And he's actually is a trader outside of of being a magician.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see that act.
How do you know
we
his how do people find him as well online? Like how his handle? Or we can actually put it in the
I think it's
episode
Ferdinand
description.
_Clovis on Instagram. I think
Okay.
is
Yeah.
what you would
Okay,
find.
okay. So his act is like related to the stock market. Like, is there anything you disclose? Like, does he like go up and
Or is the narrative built
Yeah,
around?
I guess all I should say is that he's going to use a stock quote newspaper page from that
Oh,
day
wow.
and have people in the audience choose things.
Yeah.
I don't want
like
to
a
give
hedge
away
fund
the-
manager?
Yeah, okay.
got it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's good, yeah.
The second act is a staple performer from Hong Kong. Locals will know him as Harry Gogor. He is
Harry Gogo.
Yeah, he's the
wow,
second
he's
act.
huge.
You know
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
he was-
Harry
he-
Wong.
So Harry Gogo, as they call
Yeah.
it, like brother, like older brother Harry. He's like a really well-known magician, especially when I was growing up. He used to do a lot of kids shows.
Wow.
So he would be like a host on kids shows, do magic tricks, and we're like, whoa,
Yeah.
losing our mind about it.
So it's like getting like stuff out of your ear or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, exactly. You get
Exactly.
a coin.
So
you're like,
he's like the classic magician in a way.
Well, he's like kind of like Hong Kong's Mr. Rogers. Also, he has
Right,
a
okay.
TV show that people
Yeah.
watch regularly. Still, he also hosts the Philharmonic.
Yeah.
When they do kids stuff.
Yeah, he was hosting the.
Yeah, he
Philharmonic
hosted a couple of shows
recently.
like
He's
Yeah.
also on the corporate side one of the best MCs I've ever seen because
Wow.
he will simultaneously switch between English and Mandarin and Cantonese,
Wow.
keep everybody on board,
Yeah.
and you don't feel like you lost anything. It's great.
Nice.
So excited to have him as well.
Yeah.
okay, that's good. I
And,
mean, you-
and then your act,
yeah,
obviously.
the humility. He's like, we have those two people.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
yeah, he didn't
"And
even mention
you?"
his
And then I'm gonna read everybody's minds.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, he's like, you like that too much. You're not happy with my act so far.
And I'm going to end the show with a thing that I've never ended a stage show with before.
Wow.
Brand new thing.
Okay,
Whoa.
that is
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
You opened for Anson Chan recently, and actually, this is a big part of the reason I booked you to do your own show because the feedback about your segment was amazing, and
Thank
a
you.
lot of people who came, they're like, "We want to see more of Stuart,"
Lovely.
and so very exciting. October 8th, right?
October 8th at 8.
Yeah, okay, so let's go back to your story a little bit because looking at you, you don't look like someone from Hong Kong. Am I mistaken?
Who?
Okay.
What does that look like, Sam?
That was not weird at all. What is up with you guys?
How dare you judge him by
Yeah.
his looks?
No, I just wanted to get into his backstory.
Does he look like someone
Yeah.
from Hong Kong?
Oh, yeah, he does. I literally see him on the back of the buses. Right, yeah.
It's true. He
That's
does.
true.
Yeah,
actually,
he's in the back of
He's
the
a staple.
Also, again, not a weird thing. He is a celebrity.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay. just
He
to
means on
clarify-
the side of the bus.
Yeah.
In
And
the
he doesn't mean-
advertising,
yeah.
not in the
Yeah,
back
exactly.
of the bus.
So, yeah.
No, he's not hanging on the
It-
back
it's
of the bus.
different, like-
he's an ad
Yeah.
on the back
Yeah.
of the bus.
Because like even if I was at the back of the bus, I was getting paid to be at the back of the bus. So
Right.
I still win. I still win. Right, so I'll
And
take
for
that.
any viewers that are not from Hong Kong, they let you sit anywhere in the bus in Hong Kong, no matter where you're from.
except for the priority seats, where the older people, the pregnant
That's
people,
true.
the people who have crutches.
Oh, I
and
said
stuff.
there. I don't care.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
you do look like you need priority.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
For once in
I
his
am.
life,
Have you talked to me? Of course, I need priority.
he needs special help. Yeah.
So now I wanted to ask you, like, how did you end up here? Was the whole thing that? Oh yeah, we'll get to the question in a second. But how did you end up here? Because you're talking about New York.
Sure.
Yeah.
I met my wife in New York. She's Chinese. Her parents are here, and they wanted her to come back to Hong Kong to work for the family company. And so she was like, "Do you think you want to try out Hong Kong?" And I was like, "I have no idea. I've never even thought about that." So I came for like a month and hung out and saw that I could probably work here, and then decided I'm going to come.
Wow. Which year was that?
2010.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just came down for a month. You're like, all right, these people get
This
it.
seems like a pretty common Hong Kong
They get
story,
it,
though.
right?
Everyone came here to like for a
Everyone.
year.
Well, like as a guy who does a mind reading show, I was like, am I going to be able to do that?
Did you
I
try
don't
to read
speak
into your own
Chinese
future?
at all, you know?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, okay, Hong Kong is not what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Totally can do that.
All right,
So we
let's
have a
get to a question.
Did you hypnotize your wife?
Ooh.
There's some things
Submitted by your
some
wife.
questions
Only on
I'm
special
not going to
occasions.
answer.
Yeah, for her birthday. For the
As far
anniversary.
as she's concerned, no.
Well, it's really good if are you able to read her mind as well? Because like that definitely will be very attractive.
Actually,
That's-
it's kind of like a Twilight Saga. I have no idea what she's thinking. She's like my kryptonite, and that's exciting. You know, it's like I mean, of course,
yeah.
I can.
So she
I
got
can
like
read her, but
her brain's got the lead shield. It's
Yeah,
kinda
yeah,
like, you're
exactly.
like, what?
She has one of these like military things that
Yeah.
like messes up the communications.
exactly.
And
Probably-
you just can't get through.
He probably
But,
just has a glittery thing at the corner that distracts him all the time. He's like, hey, look at that. Look at that. What do you think?
so we met because she hired me for her birthday.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
So that gives hope to all the entertainers out there.
Wait, the most
We were just
important thing-
talking off air about a private event that him and me did.
Yeah.
And that was, I don't think it would we would marry any of the people
Yeah.
there. Because just for context, we got hired, him and me, to be surprise comedians for the wife's birthday, except that it was at their own house and nobody else was there except for them and the kids. It's the family.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there during COVID with a mask on, and everyone is in on it except for the wife, who's walking through her house, and I'm going, surprise! And she's like,
yeah.
understandably freaked out. They live like in a big mansion. I'm like, no, I'm a comedian. I'm not here to rob you. And the husband's like, honey, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
She's like, "Who the
Did
hell
she
is this
know
guy?"
who you were?
She knew, yeah, she knew who I was. That's why he booked me.
Okay.
But it took her a few minutes still because I had a mask on.
Right.
And then after I calmed her down, hey, look, surprise. And then they open a live stream, a laptop
Yeah,
with
well-
his face, and he's in the other room, which is the kid's bedroom.
Yeah.
And she was like, and
What
there's
the-
another guy. And then we
Yeah.
all run, and the show is they're sitting on the bed, and they're watching Vivek do stand-up.
Yeah. It's a bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely intense.
Yeah,
I could
very
read no
intense.
minds, but they seem to be happy with it. I know that.
No,
because
actually, I think we turned it around pretty well. Like,
Yeah.
we knew something weird might happen.
Yeah.
But after that, when she calmed down, it was really fun.
Yeah. Now speaking
Good.
of like basically things turn out well. I see that you brought your cards up here and you said you may be attempting to see into
Yes.
our future and our lives. Now,
Yeah, so what is that about?
yeah, I'm trying to book this restaurant for this Friday, and I want to see if I'm gonna get that, so I can make
Is this
plans.
actually my like
For having
future
dinner or
reading?
to do an event?
a dinner?
right.
Yeah.
So is this like reading future or what is that?
So these are oracle cards, and they're my oracle cards.
All right.
And what that means is that I designed everything and drew all the pictures.
Really?
And did everything about them.
Can we get this?
Right now, if you go on my website, stuartpalm.com, it's still in the pre-order. So
Ooh.
you actually would be able to get it cheaper than soon, which we will go to like a regular shop
Okay,
and stuff
okay,
like
okay.
that.
Does it come with like instructions like how to?
Yep, it
oh,
does.
cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
so get all the cards have
You
a
know my
meaning.
birthday's in a few days, yeah? No, I'm not even joking. It's literally
Yeah.
next week. So
Nice.
Yeah.
now you know what to get me.
Good to know.
All right,
Easy, 'cause I
are
have
you
like,
doing
I
this
have like
for
1,500 of these things.
All right.
nice?
So
are you doing this for him, for
you
me,
looking for
for
my-
someone
you-
else?
you wanna
well,
give it
he
a shot?
wants to know about
If I'm gonna get the booking.
The booking.
Yeah.
about the very soon future. What are you trying to do?
I'm simply trying to have dinner on Friday night at a venue that I've been wanting to eat at. But I really get annoyed because every time I pass there's a line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll just go next door, which is really crappy food. But I'm like, no
So
line.
it's a venue that doesn't take bookings.
It's a venue that doesn't take bookings, correct, yeah. And
So you
therefore-
want to know if
So
you
you wanna
go
know,
in there,
should
if it's
I
gonna
go
be
this-
too
yeah.
busy,
Yes.
and you won't make it or
Yes,
not.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because I want to go there, be like, they know me here. I got a table, boom, like that.
Right,
you know? I
right,
don't wanna
right.
be like,
Okay.
oh, excuse me, table for two. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Do you
Oh.
usually use your like celebrity status to get stuff like that?
Um,
Don't lie.
I try my best when they do recognize me. I acknowledge. I'm like, that is me.
Yeah.
That is me.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I
So
get-
it's like the once a year.
Yeah.
When I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah,
You're like,
sure.
I've seen you inside the bus.
Yeah. The
And you're like,
prob-
I was on the back of the bus. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Yeah. The problem though is when a certain restaurants recognize me for my celebrity status.
Yeah.
I try my best that they might give me a free dessert or whatever, but the problem is then the tip comes. And I'm like, oh, this is the hard one where I'm like, I got to tip properly now, you know? And I'm like, oh,
otherwise you'll be on the news the next day.
Exactly.
As
then
a cheap celebrity.
I can watch because I'll see my followers drop by 1. I'm like, oh, that guy stole my tip. He stole my tip last night. Yeah. All right.
All right,
So I
let's
have to
do
pick
this.
a card, correct?
Take one, yeah.
All right, I'm going to pick this one right over here. Do I pull it out?
Yeah.
All right, I pull this one out. Do I show you?
Yeah.
This is my card. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, wow, that's very beautiful. Can I show the audience?
Yeah.
All right, so right over here, 2 of spades, everybody. 2 of spades. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that with Stuart's
That's a beautiful
own
color.
drawing.
Yeah, so the 2 of spades, are you bringing somebody to this dinner?
Yes, I am, in fact, bringing somebody, yes.
Just you and another person?
Yes, 2 people.
Yeah, cool. So this is about expecting a message that will make a change in a relationship.
Wait, hold on. You saw that from this card?
Yeah.
Man,
that got heavy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
okay, yeah, go on. Yeah.
So this is the letters card. And the letters
okay,
is
okay.
expect a message to come soon.
Nice.
And if we're just focusing this directly on booking the restaurant, I would say you will be able to get into the restaurant and have that dinner this week, because if you've done it multiple times and it hasn't worked, the transformation is that it's going to work this time. Should be.
I am so down.
So you can
on
come back and tell us how
Let me
that
tell you
went.
this, man. If that happens, man, I'm definitely gonna send you a message. Be like, dude, check out where I'm at. Right?
So if someone also on the stream would like to have
Palm's Oracle.
Palm's Oracle, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
No,
Palm's
but
Oracle,
I meant like have a
Oh,
reading.
a reading. Oh, yeah, we could do that. That'd
Yeah,
be great.
okay. Can you do me? Do me. Now it's my time to say do me.
Hey. Hashtag done.
Am I supposed to come up with the question or?
It doesn't have to have a question per se. If you have one, let me know.
I don't really. Should I just pick up a card?
Yeah,
and
just
then-
pick out a card and I'll tell you what it's
Let's
about.
see. Mine was 2 of spades. Let's see if yours is bigger.
Clean, remember? 8.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
diamond.
sense for you.
Diamond.
Yeah.
So the 8 of diamonds is about balance. It's about trying to get to a more prosperous place in your life, and I know that's
That is
important in
actually-
your
yeah,
mind
yeah.
because you talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's a mountain, and so you can look at a mountain in 2 ways. You can look at a mountain as a summit you can't get to, like, oh, it's such a task, I don't even want to start.
Right.
Or you can look at it as a challenge, a new height to get to, and that's what you need to do. You need to see the goal that you want and know that you're going to get there, and there is prosperity there. You just need to keep yourself in balance and have that goal. And that's
Actually, it's surprising you're saying that because also that's my sign. I'm a Libra.
there you go.
So
balance.
it is balance. Yeah.
Perfect.
Ah.
Is that a question or is that just you raising your paper? Okay, never mind.
I just
Yeah.
make sure. Oh, wow, that's fast. That is
Wow,
fascinating.
that is pretty spot on. And
Have
I'm
you-
kind of freaked out. But,
I think you can go from you got comedy, the mind reading, and everything. I think also motivation.
Yeah.
Motivational, like just going.
That's part of this project, is that you can use it just for motivation.
Oh, okay. All right.
I want to actually ask you before we wrap up. I want to ask you about. I know you can't tell like secrets of the trade, but how did you like when you're learning? Was there a point when you're learning mind reading when you go like, oh, this is just something I learn and then I get it, as opposed to like something that everyone has? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. There's 2 sides to it. I think some people are better at reading people just in general. And then there's many years of practicing different ways to read what someone's thinking, pick up cues, different methods to get there. So a bit of both. But I think part of it probably was being a bartender and knowing that I could do it easily there.
Oh.
You mean
So-
just like on the side when you're like,
Yeah, I was making drinks to people. I would perform for them, and
Yeah.
then they started to ask, "Oh, can you do this at my party?" And that's because I didn't even think about that as a viable way to work.
Yeah.
Until it was offered to me, and I went, "Oh yeah, I guess I could do that."
Wow, that'd be really cool because like you could be the bartender when someone's like, "I need a beer." Like, no, you need a tequila shot. Like, I can read your
True.
mind. Right?
and is it like the movies when you have to go to like some guru and then you have to live in like Tibet for 3 years and shave your head and
Well, I'm in Hong Kong.
and eat rice?
Yeah, he's in Hong
whatever?
Kong.
I
Yeah,
don't
same
know.
thing. The mountaintop, Mo. That's what he went to. He went to the mountaintop.
All right. Thank you, ShopStream, so much for having us. Thanks, everyone who were tuning in. Thanks, Stuart, for coming on. 8th of
Thanks for having
October. Show one more time. And how do people find you online?
StuartPalm.com and at Psychic Entertainer on Instagram. And I think that'll get you everything.
Download ShopStream. Obviously, you guys are already downloading it. For our listeners as well, download ShopStream. Vivek Mahbubani, Stuart Palm, and Mohammed Magdi. Thank you.